Today on Kalkine TV, we're discussing frequency distribution. A frequency distribution can be defined as a graphical or tabular display of data that summarizes the data into relatively small numbers of intervals. Ideally, a frequency distribution is a statistical tool that helps in analyzing large amounts of data while working with all types of measurement scales. Steps to construct a frequency distribution. As a tool to summarize a vast amount of data, frequency distribution follows some basic steps, which are arrange or sort the data in ascending order, calculate range, which is defined as the difference between the maximum and minimum value of the underlying data, decide the number of intervals, determine the width of the interval, determine successive intervals by adding the interval width to the minimum value, terminate the above step after reaching the interval containing the maximum value, identify the number of observations falling into each interval. While each step does sound very easy to perform, except arranging the data in ascending order, other steps are usually more complicated than they sound and involve a lot of understanding and precautions. Terminology and concepts related to frequency distribution. An interval is defined as a set of values within each observation in a frequency distribution falls. Thus, intervals group data in a frequency distribution. Also, as each observation of a dataset falls into only one interval, the total number of interval covers all observations in a dataset. Frequency or absolute frequency. The total number of observations falling into a given interval is described as frequency or absolute frequency. Relative frequency could be defined as the ratio of each observation relative to the total number of observations. Cumulative relative frequency. Cumulative relative frequency basically cumulates or adds up to the relative frequency as we move from top to bottom of the frequency distribution table. I'm Dean Mitchell reporting for Kalkine TV. Thank you for watching and please stay with us.